Greenland looks empty on a map. A massive white island, floating quietly between continents. No crowded cities, no glowing skylines, no chaos, just ice. But emptiness is never really empty, because beneath this silence is a country watching the world change faster than it ever asked for. A place where time once moved slowly and now refuses to wait. Greenland isn't just cold, it's patient. And patience, when tested long enough, becomes pressure. This is not a travel story. This is a human story. A story about a land that never tried to be impressive, and yet quietly became one of the most powerful places on Earth. Most people imagine Greenland as a blank, white space, a land of ice sheets, polar bears, endless cold, a place too harsh to hold life. On weather maps, it appears as a frozen mass. On climate reports, it appears as a warning sign. On social media, it barely appears at all. Greenland is often spoken about, but rarely listened to. And that's the first misunderstanding. Greenland has never been empty. It has always been quiet. And there is a difference. Silence here is not absence. It is awareness. A way of living where nothing is wasted. Not words, not movement, not attention. Life in Greenland feels unfiltered. There is no artificial urgency, no constant pressure to hurry. No background noise of endless motion. Days unfold slowly, shaped by light and weather rather than clock. Plans change without frustration. Patience is not a virtue here. It is a requirement. In winter, darkness stays for weeks, not shadows, true darkness. In summer, the sun refuses to set. Time stretches until it almost dissolves. And the human mind adapts. People don't fight time here. They don't try to control it. They listen to it, and listening changes how you think. Greenlandic life was never designed around excess. It was designed around endurance. For generations, survival depended on understanding ice, wind, and silence. Speaking too much wasted energy. Moving carelessly cost lives. So people learned restraint. Emotions are felt deeply, but expressed quietly. Confidence is calm, not loud. Strength is shown through consistency, not dominance. Greenland doesn't celebrate speed. It respects steadiness. And in a world addicted to acceleration, this mindset feels almost alien. Greenland's past is not loud, but it is heavy. Not because of constant conflict, but because of slow, deliberate change. Over centuries, outsiders arrived with promises. Trade, protection, progress. And gradually, Greenland lost control over its own rhythm. Traditional ways were discouraged. Languages were pushed aside. Communities were reorganized. Not violently, but systematically. This created something deeper than anger. It created uncertainty. A quiet question that still exists today. Who are we becoming, and who are we leaving behind? Greenland holds some of the most powerful natural contrasts on Earth. Ice that is thousands of years old, water so clear it feels unreal, mountains rising straight out of the sea. Nearly 80% of the island is covered by ice. Not snow, ice. Compressed time. Every layer is a memory of the planet itself. In some regions, glaciers move faster than traffic in major cities. In others, the land has remained untouched for centuries. Greenland is not static. It is alive, slowly shifting, breathing, responding. Glaciers are not silent. They crack, they groan. They collapse into the ocean. When an iceberg breaks away, it sounds like the earth exhaling. Some icebergs are taller than buildings. Others glow deep blue because air has been pressed out of them over thousands of years. This blue is not reflected light. It is density, age, pressure made visible. Every iceberg is older than memory. Greenland's beauty is not staged. There are no perfect angles. No dramatic framing required. In the Ilulissat ice fjord, massive icebergs drift slowly toward the sea, sometimes taking years to move a few kilometers. In Disco Bay, whales surface quietly between floating ice, as if sharing the space rather than claiming it. In Kalalit Nunaat, the land feels alive, breathing through wind, water, and stone. Nothing here competes for attention. Everything belongs. The sky in Greenland behaves differently. During summer, the sun circles the horizon without setting. Time dissolves. Shadows stretch endlessly. Sleep becomes optional. Days blend into nights without warning. In winter, darkness takes over, and with it, the stars. And then come the northern lights. Not flashing, not performing. Just slowly unfolding, green, purple, white, like the sky remembering something ancient. For those moments, everything stops. Greenland has no road network connecting most towns. Travel happens by boat, snowmobile, or air. Some ice in Greenland is older than human civilization. The Greenland ice sheet holds enough frozen water to raise global sea levels by several meters, despite its massive size. Greenland has fewer people than many small cities, and yet the land never feels empty. Because space here has meaning. In Greenland, nature does not decorate life. It defines it. Homes are painted bright colors, not for beauty, but visibility in snow and fog. Dog sleds are still used, not for tradition, but reliability. Fishing boats move carefully, respecting ice patterns passed down through generations. People do not try to conquer the environment. They cooperate with it. This relationship creates humility. Nuuk, the capital, feels more like a town than a city. Colorful homes face open water and distant mountains. Modern life exists, but quietly. Ilulissat feels timeless. Icebergs drift past like slow-moving monuments. East Greenland is raw and rugged. Sharp peaks, deep fjords, untouched silence. Most places on Earth have been reshaped to fit humans. Greenland hasn't. Here, humans adapt to the land, not the other way around. There's no illusion of control. only respect. Success is not measured by growth. It is measured by balance. And that changes how people think. For decades, Greenland was ignored. Now everyone is interested. Not because of its people, but because of what lies beneath the ice. Resources attract attention. Attention brings pressure. Pressure threatens balance. Greenland is being pulled into global conversations it never asked to join. And the land remains silent, watching. Greenland is not important because of what it offers. It is important because of what it preserves. A reminder that life does not need noise to be meaningful. That beauty does not need decoration. That progress does not always mean acceleration. Greenland does not shout its lessons. It waits for those willing to listen. Greenland doesn't ask to be understood. It asks to be respected. It doesn't shout its struggles. It carries them quietly. And maybe that is the lesson. In a world addicted to speed, Greenland reminds us not everything needs to move faster. Not everything needs to be louder. Not everything needs to be changed. Some places are meant to endure. And maybe the real question isn't, what will Greenland become? But, what will the world lose if it forgets how to be patient? If this story made you pause, you're in the right place. Subscribe for more films about places the world often misunderstands. And I'm curious, what part of Greenland stayed with you the most? Share it in the comments.